All right, so today we're going to be talking about perhaps the single most frustrating topic for any clarinet player, or actually any reed player for that matter, and that is the topic of the reed itself. The one thing that all reed players are very happy to admit is that reeds kind of suck. So, we've all had that experience of opening a box of 10 reeds only to get 3 or 4 reeds that are usable, one or two of which are actually good. And this is a big problem because it's super wasteful. And of course, if I do the math myself, going through 1 to 2 boxes of reeds every single month, there's $30 boxes of reeds if you're in the US, and you're only getting 3 to 4 good reeds out of it, that means that on average per year you're wasting between $200 and $400. Not to mention that the lack of having reliable reeds just leads to a bunch more stress, and it leads you to wonder like when you're actually going to find a good reed, and so it makes practicing and performing a whole lot less fun. And oftentimes reeds are actually going to be the limiting factor in competitive settings. So if you're doing an audition or you're doing a competition or you're doing a performance, having a good read or not is going to potentially hold you back from doing your best and getting the best placement or the best result or the best outcome from one of these scenarios. So let's talk about how you can make your reads suck a whole lot less. So about a month ago, Ridner actually sent me their ATG system. It stands for Against the Grain, and it's their system for how to adjust reads for the best outcome. And I have to say, the results have been quite good. The first thing I want to mention is that the whole thing is super easy to use. Anyone could do it. I've tried the whole knife adjustment thing, I've tried the whole normal sandpaper adjustment thing, and there are just a lot of pitfalls, and it takes a long time to learn. The learning curve is super quick with the ATG system, which is something that I think is really cool about it. And all the information that it comes with this this DVD with a video with a bunch of information, and then a book with a bunch of information, and it's just super insightful on how reeds work and just understanding how the reed needs to function so that we can most optimally shape it and so that we can get the best reed possible. And so basically when you get the ATG system, it comes with the main guide, then it comes with a DVD guide, then it comes with the different tools and gadgets which you use to actually shape and finish the reed. So it took me like less than 30 minutes to actually go through the information and to learn how to use the tool. And so then I could just start using it immediately. And I was able to get a good result on the very first reed that I adjusted, which is pretty neat because, when I've tried to learn the knife scraping techniques, the other techniques that you can use to adjust reeds, you end up screwing up like the first bunch of reeds that you try to do it with. And so, you start to wonder, like, is this really worth it? But and so as I just kept on using it over and over again, I got better and better, and I found that I could start adjusting reeds like super quickly with super high reliability, very low chance of making them worse. I mean, I didn't make a single reed worse from using it, which I think is also, again, pretty cool. And I just want to talk about this weird problem that it kind of helped me fix with these reeds. And so in the latest boxes of reeds, I don't know if you guys have been having this problem too, but there's been this weird kind of like wah-wah effect with the reeds. Like they just don't really hold the sound. Like they just kind of want to spread all over the place. And so I've been having to work extra hard lately to hold the focus of the sound. And something that I noticed is that after reading the guide and going through all the different techniques for adjusting the reeds, I actually was able to get the reeds to focus a lot more. And I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting the reed to become more balanced, maybe become more responsive, but I wasn't actually expecting it to hold the sound better. And so that was very surprising. So anyways, I don't know if you guys have been having that problem, but if you have been, good fix for it. But it's just great. It's been giving me a lot more control over how the reeds sound and how they feel without all the hassle of like using the knife. Like I just decided completely to stop using the knife. Like I haven't been adjusting my reeds at all for the longest time now, just because it got to the point where it was like, it was always a toss-up. Like whenever I took the knife to the reed, it was like, is it going to actually make it better or is it going to make it worse, right? And a lot of the times it just made it worse. And so it's totally without that hassle. Like I said, it's like super easy to use, super easy to learn. Now, of course, we got to be realistic here, right? This thing is not going to let you fix every single reed. And obviously there's other factors like your technique for tone production, right? And if you're constantly biting, if you're not letting the air pass, then your reeds are still going to play bad because you're just not playing them correctly. So yeah, this will not make up for bad technique. But I do think that just about anyone could expect to double the number of reads that they get out of each box by using it, while increasing the response and the control that they have over each read. So anyways, if you want to get your hands on the ATG system so that your reads can stop sucking so much, then head down to the link in the description. Make sure to use my promo code Poppy's Quartet to get a 5% discount. And if you're interested in developing your playing skills, I'm also opening up a few new spots in my online studio, so check out the link for that if you're interested in applying. In any case, let me know your thoughts on all this stuff, and I'll see you later.